What's up, guys? I'm currently on my way to the Edgar Allan Poe historical. It's actually his house. He has a house in Philadelphia and I believe another one in Baltimore or Boston, but this is where he wrote his famous poem, The Raven, and also I believe The Telltale Heart. Edgar Allan Poe is actually one of my favorite poets, and his poems are actually fantastic worldwide. He was a very weird fellow as well. You're gonna see pretty much what I'm speaking about pertaining to his poem The Raven, because there's actually a giant statue of a raven outside of his home. He did have a house in Philadelphia and again as well as Baltimore or Boston. Forgive me if I can't remember. I'm probably gonna post it in the description bar but down below. But it should be a really good time. I'm going to see if I can get some EVPs of, you know, his family members. He did allow his family to stay in the house as well, and you know, very awesome. So you guys stay tuned for amazingness when I get to the Edgar Allan Poe, get to his house. Catch you guys soon. Right now I'm using the Ovlious, it's a ghost hunting device, and then the Edgar Allan Poe house. And let's see how this goes. So guys, I'm in the Edgar Allan Poe house. This is the first floor, and this is like tacked on to the front yard. I am doing a bit of paranormal investigation as well with this tour, and I'm using an Ovlious, and this is what it is. It's backwards, but that's what it is. This is like his front yard type foyer area. There's like a few tours going on in here, so. This is the kitchen. You see this? Pretty much the kitchen is where they worked and whatnot. It's saying kitchen. The Poe family had no servants, as many middle-class families did at the time. Maria Clem cooked, cleaned, gardened, and ran errands for Poe to his publishers. One visitor wrote about being served peaches in the melting mood. These may have been purchased from the nearby farmer's market on Spring Garden Street, which is actually true. I used to go there as a kid. It's fantastic. That's the closet, you know. And that's like a painting of what the kitchen would have looked like back then. I believe the furniture is like tarnished now. No? To the second floor, go. The second floor is going to contain Virginia Poe's room and her mom. Okay, so actually, sorry. This is all like the second floor information. That's where I am right now. This would be for like one of the tenants, if you will. They did allow other people to stay here, the Poes. My Ovlious has been like going crazy throughout this whole tour. That's the last word it said when I was in the cellar. It said fast. Oh wow, it said money. Money. Sorry it's backwards, but my Ovlious has been going crazy since I got here. It kind of does that. This is Edgar Allan Poe's room. This is pretty much where he wrote. He had windows facing the east and the south to catch the light. That's how he liked to write. That's how he wrote The Raven. You know, his room's actually really big. This is all of his closet information. You know, they have a lot of stuff in here. Where he went, pretty much a few backgrounds on his poems, all of that. So it's very awesome. It's very, very awesome. Yeah, this is pretty much what he has sawn. This is actually a window, but they like covered it up. I guess the window was like really tarnished, unlike the ones that are like over here. Yeah, so pretty much this is where he would sit and write and get his inspiration and whatnot. This is pretty much what he would say. So Edgar Allan Poe, being a weird gentleman, was also a very talented writer, and now I see why. He had amazing resources. So I believe we're going up to Virginia's room. Virginia was Poe's cousin as well as his wife. That was cool back in the day. Sorry. Okay, so this room on the left is Muddy's room. And Muddy was actually Virginia's mom. She stayed nearby just to make sure that her daughter was okay. Virginia had tuberculosis. Let's see, this is all Muddy's room back here. Now I'm gonna go to Virginia's room. And this is her room, Virginia Poe. Virginia may have slept here since she suffered from tuberculosis, a very common disease in the 19th century. Poe's mothers also died from the illness then called consumption. The bacterial infection of the lungs spread easily. A person with tuberculosis suffers from intense coughing, fatigue, fever, and loss of appetite. The sufferer might live for several years. No antibiotic was developed to treat it until 1946. So pretty much the shots and everything that I get now were not back. They weren't here back in the day. So people just dealt with it. They just got sick, which is horrible. And I walked into Virginia's room and my ovulus said limp. I know that's weird, I know. But my ovulus has been getting a workout lately. I get more activity when I walk into Virginia's room. This is actually my second time coming up here because it's so awesome and it's free. So, and I have plenty of time before they close as well. They close at 5. So yeah, this is Virginia's room. Beautiful, beautiful room. They kept her bed right here, right by that window. They thought like, you know, clean air, sunlight would cure the tuberculosis. Normally getting fresh air and sunlight would help. It's sad to say that she still passed away at 24, which is actually my age. So, very unfortunate. She was very beautiful. One of Poe's acquaintances remembers meeting Virginia, and he said she had the most expressive and intelligent eyes I've ever beheld. Which means her eyes were just, they were mysterious. They were just open and whatnot, so. Yeah, her room is awesome. So, now we're gonna go to the back porch. Yep, this is the foyer. And now my ovulus just said unlock. And this thing's about to slam. Check this out. Check this out. All that, and it just like slams and scares the living daylights out of you. But this is their foyer. Pretty much this is where they had tea. looked out at the window, all of that. You know, they really took the time to enjoy what they were around, pretty much. So I'm just gonna go to the exit right now. Just one sec. Yeah, this is new. No, so escape. This is gonna be leading me to their back porch. Look at the back wall of the house. The hole on the upper left accommodated a stove, laundry, and outdoor summer cooking where they were all pretty much done there. It was literally like one room for everything, which sometimes that's how it is right now, you know. Let's see. If you look at that little brick wall right there, that's pretty much what they're explaining. My Ovlious has calmed down too because I'm in like a modern area. But, you know, I love walking through here. It's so awesome. It's free too. Can't go wrong with free. Excuse me, I'm like adjusting my glasses as well. So, as I walk out here, I'm outside. And this is their back porch. Pretty much this is where they spent many a summer, many a spring, some fall, you know, crisp fall. Poe sometimes came out here to write. It says walk to the brick path and look to your left. I'll see a raven statue. His raven statue is so apparent, it's crazy. So, and my Ovlious just said myself. This thing's been going crazy lately. Yeah, but right now I'm going to the raven statue. This is it behind me. You see it? Yeah, it's a statue of a raven. See? Huge raven statue. This statue pretty much what inspired his story, The Raven, and it's saying South. I actually am in South Philadelphia. See how this Ovlious works? It's crazy. It's so crazy. So now I'm gonna go inside, saying to go to the cellar. And the cellar is actually a very creepy part of this house. Right now, let's go. There's actually people in there right now, so like if I do a paranormal investigation, it's gonna be like completely empty. See? You know, right now I'm just waiting to show you guys the cellar. It's gonna be really awesome, so just stay tuned. Okay, this is where I flip it around. This thing's going crazy. This is an Ovlious. Again, pretty much it's like a palette of words that spirits can use to speak and talk and whatnot. This is the cellar of the Edgar Allan Poe house. If you hear footprints, this is because there are. And the Ovlious just said the word woods. Now, I don't know if it means like the wooden beams that I'm seeing or the fact that they're actually like in the woods, the house. Yes. But this thing has been going crazy ever since I got in here. See? It's a cat. It's a black cat. Just a stuffed animal, so don't freak out. I did the first time I came down here, but I'm like, wait, it's just a stuffed animal. So this is pretty much the cellar. And this thing is still going crazy. Okay, yeah, it's still going nuts. I had to flip it around so you guys can see. But this is awesome. It's awesome. Yeah, we're pretty much looking at all the windows. Pretty much this is where his home, the Black Cat, got inspired. In Poe's horror story, The Black Cat, the murderer confesses, I had walled the monster inside the tomb in the cellar. Poe published and probably wrote the story why he lived in this house. Pretty much the story entailed by saying that the murderer killed the person and like placed their body in the wall of the cellar. This cellar actually. And Poe wrote his story more than likely when he was in his Philadelphia house. So And then the reading room is the last part. It's like a little red room. It's actually really awesome in there. It's the color red. All his furniture is like the color red. That's Virginia. It's beautiful. As you can see. This is just like a little tour guide, but it's awesome. So, let me check. All right, that was a nice little feature. But yeah, it just said Mary. Who's Mary? No, it said the word loss. What's a loss? Is something down here a loss? Well, you guys, you see that this is the Edgar Allan Poe house. Hopefully I'll come next time when it's like really early and, you know, there's not tours around. But I did get some amazing footage and I got to give my Ovlious a workout. You guys stay tuned for more. I will post all my information in the description bar down below. And I can't wait to hear from you guys.